Morning, students. In the previous classes, we start a chapter called excretory products and their elimination. In this chapter, we learn what is meant by excretion. Second, which are excretory products or nitrogenous products. Third, why such excretory products are able to eliminate in our body to outside. One more is what happen if such excretory products remains in our blood. Such concept we studied in the previous classes. Okay. Also, we studied a three group of animals classified on the basis of major nitrogenous waste. The major nitrogenous waste are ammonia, urea and uric acid. Okay. On this basis, the animals are classified into three types. Okay. One is ammonotelic animals. Ammonotelic animals. Second is ureotelic animals. Okay. Second is ureotelic animals. Third one is uricotelic animals. Uricotelic animals. Ammonotelic animals, a group of animals which eliminate a nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. The best example, bony fishes, aquatic amphibians and aquatic insects. Second group, ureotelic animals, a group of animals which excrete a nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. Best example, mammals, terrestrial amphibians, marine fishes. Okay. In the mammals, the human beings also comes under. In the mammals, when come to the human beings are eliminate the ammonia in the form of eliminate the urea in the form of urine. The third one, uricotelic animals. Uricotelic animals, a group of animals which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. The best examples, reptiles, birds, snails, land insects, etc. Okay. So these are the three group of animals we studied. One more concept we studied, that is nothing but the which are the excretory structures or organs in different group of animal to perform the excretion. First one, protonephridia or flame cells. Protonephridia or flame cells in Platyhelminthes. Okay. Then the protonephridia also in annelids, some of the cephalopods. Okay. Then the nephridia and encounter especially nephridia in the earthworms and some other annelids. Okay. Then a Malpighian tubules in insects, especially cockroaches, antennal glands or green glands in crustaceans like prawns. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. So in this class we are going to learn human excretory system. In the human beings, how urea is eliminated in the form of urine from body to outside. So, which system is helpful for excretion? The excretory system helpful for excretion. When come to the human excretory system, the human excretory system consists the organs are one is a pair of kidneys, a pair of kidneys, a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters and urinary bladder, finally urethra. These are the four organs togetherly to form a excretory system to perform excretion function or process. So, excretion is taken place in human beings, excretory system. Okay, the excretory system consists kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Let us study the human excretory system with a diagram. When come to the human excretory system, what you are going to see the diagram. That diagram is the thing but human excretory system. These two are kidneys. Okay, these two are ureter. This is called as a urinary bladder and this is called as a urethra. Let us study one by one. First one, kidney. Okay, the human kidneys are reddish brown in color. When come to the color, the human kidneys are reddish brown in color. The shape, the human kidneys are bean seed shaped structure. Bean seed shaped structure. Then third one, location, where it is situated. The human kidneys are situated between the last thoracic and third lumbar vertebrae, very close to inner wall of the abdominal cavity. So, in the abdominal cavity, in between the last thoracic and lumbar vertebrae, nothing but the backbone. The backbone having number of vertebrae or bones. So, in that the thoracic bones, lumbar bones, that is in the below region, the lumbar vertebral bones are there. In between those vertebrae, the kidneys are situated. Okay, then a measurement. Each kidney of human being, an adult, measures 10 to 12 centimeter in length, 5 to 7 centimeter in width, 2 to 3 centimeter in thickness. The average weight of human kidneys are 120 to 170 gram. Okay, so this is about the color, structure, location and measurement. Okay, then when come to the next, each kidney at the center region there is a presence of one notch in the said. So this is the, for example, this is the kidney. In the center region there is a presence of notch. There is a presence of a one notch, not nothing but the depression. In this notch there is a tube is, there is a one structure is entered, that is called as a ureter. Not only the ureter, the three structures, the three tubes are entered, that is nothing but the one is renal artery, renal vein. See, this is the renal artery, this is the renal vein, this is the ureter. The three ducts, the three tubes are enter in the center, a notch region. Such notch is called as a hilum. ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಹೀಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಈ ಥರ ರೌಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ನಾಗ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ತಗ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಚ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೂರು ಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಮೂರು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ರೀನಲ್ ಆರ್ಟರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀನಲ್ ವೀನ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯುರೇಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ದ ರೀನಲ್ ಆರ್ಟರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ರೀನಲ್ ವೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್. The renal vein carries the urea blood from liver to kidney. Renal artery carries the urea free blood or pure blood. Okay, pure blood. What the ureter is there? The ureter carries the urine. Okay, urea is present in the form of urine. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೀನಲ್ ವೀನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ಲಡ್ನ ಲಿವರಿಂದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಡ್. ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರೀನಲ್ ಆರ್ಟರಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. In the kidney, what happens? What the urea is filtered, such urea is become urine, such urine is carried by ureter. ಆ ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಯೂರಿನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಯುರೇಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, such ureter is carries the urine from the kidney and stores a store house, a sac like structure called as a urinary bladder. ಈ ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಸ್ ದ a urine for some time. At the basal end of urinary bladder there is a presence of one opening. That opening is called urethra. Such urethra is passes the urine from urinary bladder to other or outside. ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಇದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುರೇಟರ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ urinary bladder, fourth is the urethra. These four structure together lead to form a excretory system. Such excretory system perform a function called excretion. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡಿಂದ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಇನ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ಡ್, ಸಚ್ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಯೂರಿನ್. ಆ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಯುರೇಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗು? ಯುರೇತ್ರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಿಡ್ನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಯೂರಿನ್. ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಹೌ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ? ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯೂರಿನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡಿಂದ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಹೌ ದ ಕಿಡ್ನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್. Before going to know how the process is taken place, first we are going to know the structure of the kidney. ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ? ಕಿಡ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಥರದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಜೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ. ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ. What is the structure? It is a longitudinal sectional structure. It means we are going to cut the kidney in the longitudinal way. For example, ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. So the structure of kidney we are going to study a longitudinal section. LS. LS means longitudinal section of kidney. So what the kidneys are there? The kidneys, at the center of the kidney there is a one notch is present. Such notch is called as a hilus or hilum. In this hilum or hilus, the three ducts are entered. One is renal artery, carries the urea blood to kidney. Second is renal vein, carries the urea free blood from kidney to other parts. Then next is the ureter. Ureter, it carries the urine from kidney to urinary bladder. Okay, behind the hilus or hilum, behind the hilum, the space, the behind the hilus or hilum, that space is called as a renal pelvis. Renal pelvis ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, this is the hilum. The space behind the hilum is called as a renal pelvis. This is called as a renal pelvis. Okay, then each kidney is externally covered by, each kidney is externally covered by a tough capsule, a tough capsule, that is called as a renal capsule. Renal capsule ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Each kidney is externally covered by double layer structure or double layer is called renal capsule ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. This is the renal capsule. Inside the renal capsule, the two zones, the two parts are there. The outer part is called as, the outer part is called as cortex, renal cortex. So this is the renal cortex. The inner part is called as renal medulla. Renal medulla. Renal medulla. Inside the renal capsule or inside the kidney, the two zones, the two parts are there. Outer cortex, inner medulla. Inner medulla. Okay. Then in the medulla region, a 10 to 15 pyramid-like structures arranged. Those pyramid-like structures are called as a medullary pyramid or renal pyramid. Renal pyramid. Renal pyramid ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay. Then each renal pyramid, the tip of 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 each renal pyramid is called as renal apex. Renal apex ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Renal apex ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. The tip of each renal pyramid is called as a renal apex. The renal apex, in the renal apex, there is a one structure is carried, that is called as a, such whole structure is called as a renal calyx ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Renal calyx ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So there is a one layer is move in each renal apex and to form a structure called as a renal calyx ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Renal calyx. Then in between each renal pyramid, the space is filled with a structure called columns of Bertani. This is called as a columns of Bertani. The function is unknown. The function is unknown. Columns of Bertani ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Okay. This is nothing but a longitudinal section of kidney, human kidney. So what happened? The kidneys are able to filter the urea from the blood, and such urea is become urine. Such urine is comes to the calyx, then renal pelvis. Then the renal pelvis passes the urine to the ureter. Then the ureter carries the urine to the urinary bladder. Okay. Urinary bladder ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So the kidneys are able to filter the urea from the blood. Inside each kidney, there is a presence of millions of structural and functional units called nephrons. Nephron means each kidney consists millions of a structural and functional units are called nephrons. Or each kidney consists complex tubular filtering structure called nephron. Why the nephrons are called structural and functional unit of kidney? Because such nephrons are able to filter the urea from the blood and makes the urine. Blood ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು? ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್. ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಸಮೇತ ಕರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು? ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಹೌ ದ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ದ ಯೂರಿಯಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಯೂರಿನ್? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಯೂರಿಯಾನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡಿಂದ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂರಿನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್? ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಸೊ ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ದು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೌ ದ ನೆಫ್ರಾನ್ ಈಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Okay, in the next class we are going to study the structure of nephron and how the nephron is able to perform the filter the urea from the blood, or nothing but the how the nephron is perform the formation of urine process. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.